Arizona State Sun Devils mount at America Stadium in Tempe. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Baylor Bears, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the Arizona State Sun Devils. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Sun Devils will kick it off to get us underway. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Baylor's offense will go to work first. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all.
The Bears are on the move. Off play action on first down. Unloads to the wideout. And this will be incomplete, a big. And the Bears will snap it on 1st and 10. Makes the grab on the left.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. The defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Looking to throw, it's Ebby. Here's a heat. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. And he'll need a little distance and to bend it just right. A 41-yarder from the left hash. Never a doubt. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And on this opening drive, the D gave up some yards, but that's okay. They buckled down when they needed to. They forced the field goal, keeping the home crowd still engaged, still excited, and now they get the football.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Sun Devils offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
And the Sun Devils come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Makes the catch. Still running at the 40. There he goes. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. They used the chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Looking to throw again. It's complete to the left. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one. It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. It's caught. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
They'll dial up the run on first and goal. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Sun Devils! That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy has been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really. The Bears come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Tries to slither forward on the sneak. They have a first down at the 41-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. He had him open there, and I know this quarterback expects to make that throw.
It's a tough throw because, again, you got a couple steps on a guy. That's not wide open. These DBs are so fast, but that is a throw that you do expect a guy like that caliber, to be able to play a little pitch and catch and make that happen.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Scanning the field, it's heavy. Hit as he throws. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. What a disappointment. No good. And it is still a 4-point deficit. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. Out of the gun, the inside give.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. The play-action fake. He makes the grab. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. What a weapon these wide receiver screens can be. Not only do you get a convoy blocking, you get dynamic running.
When you do this and you show me the threat of throwing this wide receiver screen, it makes me play defense differently. It makes me have more guys out wide, which opens the box inside. So I think it's really smart for coordinators and offenses to continually throw these screens to playmakers.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Looking to throw on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Quickly out to the tight end. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Quarterback may change this route. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Got his man quickly. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
I think a lot of people wonder why you don't throw more slant routes. It's just that nowadays wide receivers are so big, so thick. You throw it to them, the DBs can't go through their bodies to get them, and most of the time you get positive yards like you do right here.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs. Dropping back, it's Evie. Finds his tight end. The modest gain on the completion. Looking for a physical attack from the gun.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. On the run, still looking. He felt the heat, trying to get away, but down he goes. He'll lose a yard or 2. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And it's incomplete despite some serious... Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. The Sun Devils in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Gets it out fast. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the 1st down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He wants to take the top off. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the 1st half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to...
Looking to take a shot. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. Bringing it back. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the 1st half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a terrific atmosphere there in Tempe.
And the Bears will kick it away to start the 2nd half. He'll bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Tight game as we start the 3rd quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime. Turning it on! He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one. They'll put it in play from the 27, 1st down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
But one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He's going for a big play downfield. Makes the grab inside the 30. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. To the air on first down. He'll take another shot here. Touchdown, Arizona State! They take the lead with the 6.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
And with the extra point, they're on top by 5. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the ACC. Georgia Tech will need to mount a comeback, but those fans that were there when Calvin Johnson was a 2-time All-American know this game is...
They bring the punter onto the field now. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. Puts a boot to it. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on twice. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on second down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
Hauls it in. Breaks into the open. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. And the Sun Devils trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. He wants to throw it. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Touchdown, Sun Devils! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Time for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Off play action. Unloads to the right. What a job to lay. And here comes the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Caught close to the marker. It's good. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. Looking for a crease to the left. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. So the final period starts with a second down play. Might be changing the route. Second down, they'll go to the air. He's going for it all. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
I think it's really hard to overthrow that guy. He is already that fast, and he breaks open, and you have an opportunity just to club up a little bit. Just put a little bit more air underneath that and let the speedster run underneath it and make you look like a hero, but oh boy, it's kind of the opposite.
Another incompletion on third down. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. Snagged out of the air. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. The Sun Devils in the hurry up. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. To the ground with the back. Oh, he's got some space. They make the tackle at the 36, but they're in plus territory now with the 15-yard pickup. And the Sun Devils pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Moves away as he feels pressure. Unloads to the wideout. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
How about the coverage by the defender on that throw? It was as if he knew where the ball was going to go. He practically ran the route for the wide receiver before swatting it away.
Under fire. Firing to the right, complete. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. The Sun Devils have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Working that left side now. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. And the Sun Devils have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
A nice job by the defense with the edges. They try the touch pass on 1st and goal. Nice job setting the edge, not letting him get outside, making the good tackle, forcing 2nd down and goal.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Quarterback floating away from pressure. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Arizona State! They tack on another score, and how about the way this team has responded to a loss and now about to move to 9-1.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They have got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And no problem on the extra point as they push the lead to 19 here in the 4th. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the Arizona State has the ball back and the offense making its way onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great.
He'll take a shot. He caught it. Touchdown, Sun Devils! And the pummeling has started. That score might be the one to put them over the top and run this winning streak to 9.
Salt into wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Looking downfield on 1st down. It's complete. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, only a place to be tackled immediately. Timeout call by the offense, 24 seconds left on the clock. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. He's going for the big play. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
No big surprise there, right? You're throwing to a guy that already has 3 touchdown catches in the game, so take another shot. Every time he has looked his way, good things have happened, and that's one of the very few times in this game so far where they have not been able to hook up.
Going back to the well, another deep ball. Grabs it inside the 15. Touchdown, Arizona State! And the stomping has commenced. They've now extended that lead, and they're trying to hang on for a Week 12 victory.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score comes courtesy of the big play, covering 61 yards on the touchdown pass. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. To the air, it's Ebby. Makes the grab. Makes the tackle at the 32, but they were backed up inside their 20, and they pick up 15. Timeout is called with just a single second left. And here we go, final play of the game right here. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All three phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.